Well, everybody, this is going to be part 7 of my 1930s to 1970s movie collection for 2025 edition. So, anyways, no time to waste. Let's continue on. And here's a tape that I forgot to show in my last video, so here it is. And I did watch this movie back in 2023. It was a classic, so yep. October 28th, 1999, and the 43rd week of 1999. And this tape's printed 3 days before Halloween of that year. And now, let's get on to the rest of the tapes. Starting right now. Oh, I forgot to show that tape. Well, I guess I'll show that tape once more. Sorry I forgot to show those tapes because, I'm too quick. I think I've already showed that tape. I think I'll show it again. Just for fun. February 2nd, 2000, and the 5th week of 2000. Sorry I showed this tape twice. But that's alright. Get used to it, that's all. And now, let's get on to the rest of the tapes. Had this tape since July of 2016, which I got from Goodwill. Both print dates are July 28th, 1994, and the 30th, both printed the 30th week of 1994. And this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. Classic, but needs a rewatch. March 28th, 1990. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. Of course, I've seen this movie before, back in 2023. But I have the movie on VHS now, so that's good. April 15th, 1992 on the Invisible Ink print date, and April 21st, 1992. I remember watching this movie back in December of 2022, which is before 2023 began. March 24th, 1995. once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. Both print dates are October 7th, 1993. January 20th, 2002. So this is a reprint. And the third week of 2002. I did remember watching this movie back in 2021, but it needs a rewatch soon. August 21st, 2000, so this is a reprint. And the 34th week of 2000. This tape is a reprint. December 4th, 2001. And the 49th week of 2001. Classic 1966 Disney live action movie right here. November 4th, 1996. I did remember watching this movie back in 2020 during the pandemic, or just shortly the beginning of the pandemic. But needs a rewatch entirely. So yep. March 26, 1995. And the 13th week of 1995. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. December 9th, 1993. This tape will be turning 32 in the next couple weeks, so yep. once again, needs a rewatch soon. Which I did got the tape from Savers back in 2023 while I'm in Boise for a week. September 16th, 1996, and this tape is an Avon copy. Got the tape brand new, factory sealed back in March of 2018, which I got the tape from Goodwill. Sorry about that, folks. I got a little bit of sniffles going on my nose. And I'm not sick at all, so don't worry, I'll be fine. My stuffy nose should be better soon. So anyways, back to the video. May 22nd, 1996. And the 21st week of 1996. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. June 17th, 1997. And the 25th week of 1997. Once again, this is a classic from 1966 that I've first time watched back in 2020. July 22nd, 1999, and the 29th week of 1999. Yeah. So anyways, let's continue on. I've seen this movie before a couple times, but it needs a rewatch soon. September 13th, 1998. So this is a reprint. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately. But I will watch it soon, so... Yep. The label fell, but I taped it back on. December 1st, 1987, and the tape is pretty Christmas Day of 1987. And printed the 52nd week of 1987. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will get around in the future. July 3rd, 1995. And the 27th week of 1995. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. And rest in peace to the late Robert Redford, who died back in September of this year. November 14th, 1990, and the 46th week of 1990. And this is the 1967 parody of James Bond's Casino Royale, not to be confused with the 2006 real version that stars Daniel Craig. So, yep. January 6, 1996. And the first week of 1996. Okay. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. January 2nd, 1998. And the 53rd week of 1997. So this tape printed a day after New Year's Day of that year. So, yep. Once again, I did watch this movie back in February of this year, but needs a rewatch soon. And no printing on this tape, unfortunately, but that's alright. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will get around in the future. Both print dates are November 10th, 1992 for part 1, and part 2 is printed the invisible ink print date is I think November 10th, 1992, and the regular print date's November 10th, 1992. Same print date as part 1. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will in the future, so yep. March 22nd, 1994. Oh, yes. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon as well. Um, June 14th, 1998. Or, oh, no. It's June 24th, 1998, so my mistake on that. And the 28th week of 1998. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. I'll probably rewatch it next Thanksgiving, I think. I need some catching up to do still. October 24th, 1992, so printed a week before Halloween of that year. And the 44th week of 1990. Yeah. It's printed the 44th week of 1992. (1967) original Dr. Dolittle movie. And needs a rewatch soon, so yep. September 23rd, 1992, and the 39th week of 1992. I was going to watch this movie last year, but never got a chance to rewatch this movie. Until now. The Invisible Ink print date's July 17th, 1990, and the regular print date's July 19th, 1990. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will soon. July 6, 1991, on the Invisible Ink print date, and the regular print date's August 12th, 1991. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately. I mean, I've seen this movie before, back in 2021, but it needs a rewatch soon. April 2nd and April 6th, 1994. And the 14th week of 1994. I've seen this movie before, back in 2023. Classic, needs a rewatch. July 8th, 1993. Yeah, July 8th, 1993 is the print date. Once again, haven't seen this movie, but I will get around in the future. June 5th, 1990 is the print date. November 26th, 1996. And this tape will be turning 29 years old in 2 days, so happy 29th birthday, early 29th birthday to this tape right here. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will soon, so, yep. August 22nd, 2000 is the print date. Had this tape since 2015, which I got from Goodwill. November 21st, 1995. Be right back, folks. Be right back in a second, folks. Well, everybody, I'm back, so anyways, let's continue on. I've seen this movie before. Classic, needs a rewatch soon. June 17th, 1998. And the 25th week of 1998. There, that's better. That way I could make some more room here. I will probably rewatch this movie this week. Maybe. Because Thanksgiving is Thursday. So, I'm gonna rewatch some movies if I have time or not. But we'll see though. If it happens, then yes. November 22nd, 1994. And of course, this tape turns 31 2 days ago. And the 47th week of 1994. classic 1969 movie right here that I've that I've rewatched back in May of this year. May 30th, 1995, and the 22nd week of 1995. Once again, this movie right here needed a rewatch soon. April 18th and April 24th, 1990. Three more tapes for this video, and then we'll stop here for part 8. Once again, needs a rewatch soon. And I did watch this movie for the very first time last year. So, yep. Blank 76. Once again, needs a rewatch soon. March 28th, 1996, and November 15th, 1998. No. Let's try that again, shall we? March 21st, 1996, and December 15th, 1998. There. That's better. I fixed it. The recycle week year code's the 12th week of 1996, and the 51st week of 1998. And lastly, here's the last tape for this video. I've seen this movie before, but it needs a rewatch soon. November 18th, 1998. And the 47th week of 1998. And there you have it, folks. That's it for my 1930s through 1970s movie collection 2025 edition. Stay tuned for part 8 heading your way soon. So, anyways, this is Superman Me 2002. See y'all later, and hope you have a fun rest of your guys' Monday. So.